I'm gonna do some shout outs because you know it's the beginning of games. You know, let's get them out. Big shout out to Smerzera. I know he's doing his in Portuguese, but he has been an absolutely massive gift to the scene, especially in SA. He's running Smerzera League and etc. And he's such an amazing guy, super sweet, super nice. Jay Bowler, he is always fighting for us no matter what, and I respect him so much. Cannot express how much I love that guy. Thank you to all the people in Naps who gave me kind of like the start of casting. I really, really do appreciate it. Now I've gotten a little bit soppy. It's fine. Let's get back to the matches and let's talk about the one team that I think all of us were expecting to do incredibly well. And so far they're not. Granted, I don't know if I can blame them. I don't know if blaming is the right way to put it, but it's unfortunate because we only have Liquid. Actually, two teams, I should say, Bestia and Liquid. But Bestia has 4 points and Liquid has 5. It is only 3 games, so there's still a long time for them to go ahead and make up some points. But surprising. We'll see how it goes. But, ladies and gents, we have kind of a repeat circle of when did I last cast? Was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday that I casted. But last time I casted on Wednesday, we saw this exact same zone at end. Right here, Falcons won it. It was pretty crazy because it was Luminosity versus Falcons at the end. And Falcons clutched it out, so good for them. But I'll be curious to see if it ends in the same spot. We know it has to shift away from the water at some point, but so much of it is unplayable. I expect, well, if it was any team but Gooners, I would say that I would expect them to go to the east and then kind of come from that side. Because you can actually see a lot, especially if you have like one over here just to kind of like scout everything out, especially if you pick up a glider over on the side. That actually feels really smart to me, but we'll see how that goes. Sold's going to go ahead and take, I think this is a junkyard, right? Oh, this is not the junkyard. This is just a couple of little buildings. Junkyard is here. This is junkyard. Yeah. But teams starting to take their spots, trying to beat everyone else to the punch, as it were. And so far, what team has kind of been impressing you? I'll be honest. I have not been watching the TPP because I've been busy for the most part. But Mirror are doing incredibly well. I've seen these players on different teams playing under different names, but I mean they're doing fantastically, especially with their shots. Getting Liquid, fakes in, getting 3 with 1 spray, all headshots. Man is nasty and should be respected, to say the least. Pure RNG, they're going to go ahead, silent up, trying to take it slow. Make sure that they can go ahead and play this as smart as possible because, again, this is groups. Oh, speaking of which, I should talk about that. So, this is groups. So, we have 3 days. We have different groups per day. So, it's A and B today. Tomorrow, it's A and C. And the third day, it's B and C. So, it's different every single round. And the top 12... No, wait. Wait, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? No, the top... All right, let me check my math on this because I had it and then I lost it in my brain, so I want to double check. But I have it pulled up on the side if I can actually get there soon. But I wanted to tell you guys how it was gonna roll out. So scroll down. I need to go to the Americas tab and then I can scroll down. That would work. So top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so top 8 automatically make it in to grand finals. And then the last 16 need to play for LCQ, which should be the last 4 spots. So I will be casting all of them as Nevermind and Gooners get close by. And oh my god. It's Bunt, isn't it? It's Bunt. Ooh, ouch. Well, Bunt's not having a good time. Neither is Icy. You gotta be careful. But yes, the top 8 from the 3 days are gonna go straight into the grand finals, and then after that, the top 4 from the remaining 16 teams make it in as well. And so the LCQs is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and I will be casting on both days as well. So my voice is going to be gone by the end of next week, and I don't know how well I will do, but I am going to power through, and I will make sure that you guys can at least see it. If I can't talk by the end of this, it's okay. I'll take a couple days, eat a lot of yogurt and I don't know, cough drops. But I'm going to cast it, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to have fun. So, yeah. Want to let you guys know about the schedule. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be LCQs. It would be absolutely mad if Liquid did not make it in. All I'm saying. Absolutely mad. Fantastico getting close to potentially dangerous. Glock actually going straight. Okay, never mind. He peeled off. It looked like he was closer than he actually was for a second. Solds, it looks like he wants to go ahead and take some shots. He's actually going to get crashed by PD. Glock is going to be the unhappy one found, and Solds is going to land some nasty shots. As the drive-by now from Slabby is going to come in, and it is a 2v3. Slabby going to go ahead and just secure the points. As Biel, RBN, and Fantastico try to aggress onto the situation. Fantastico is going on foot. He's not that far away. I lied. Good shots. Puts him down easy. And now it is just Gabri who is left. Biel looks like he was going for the flush. Wait a second. No, I lied. It's Oni who's left. Flushes come out just to make sure. Because they want to pick up all these juicy points. Biel just holding an angle, knows that Oni should be coming that way, but he's going to molly the side and then looks like stun past it. They're just making sure he cannot see. He is behind. Yeah. Good shots from RBN. Puts him down. PD out in 16th. As Liquid actually the team that go to the east, which surprising. Mira and Amigos taking a very long route in, as well as Resmi. And I did get information from Chun that he is not playing today, but he is going to be playing tomorrow, so I look forward to that. Chun, I've played a decent amount with Chun. He's much better than I mechanically and is a very aggressive player, but he's a fun kid. I appreciate him. I think he turned 18 last year, but he's a good guy. So it'll be fun to see what madness he kind of comes up with his head and brings to us. I was going to say, no way he hits those. Empire. Do Empire have a glider? Because they're the type of team that would have a glider. There we go. I was going to say, Empire, like, that's their whole thing at this point, it feels like. I imagine they're going to be scouting out the hill in front. Mime is on the far side. They have time. They have space. Circle closing in 45 seconds. We'll see where it goes. Mime going to go ahead and take some shots. Tells them to back off. But now they know that someone else is there on the hill with them. And Mime should know that it means that there's a team here and that they're using him as a scouting tool. As Gooners, they continue to surprise me with their group up strategy, which I'm not used to seeing with Gooners, it feels like. Unless I'm just... Wait, does he have a bolty? Okay, it looked like a bolt. He has a JS9 and a bolty. Bunt, you are toxic. There's nothing better. Okay, so it does hard shift. It's not going to go the same way, but Tinglong Garden and Resmi are going to be very happy with that. So are Rock and Pure Energy. RNG. Why do I say energy instead of RNG? I don't know. I think I'm used to energy from Rocket League, honestly. Good shots. Easy takedown. Ziggy. Ziggy didn't take shots, which I'm surprised by. It is kind of a tough shot, and he was in the open. But Outlaws, they're wanting these points. Gump is looting, because, you know, loot. Loot is the most important of all. Loot is, yeah, no, we're just staying there. Loot is the most important of all. Kirby, though, you know he has a nade in hand. If he can get one more knock, if Yaka get a knock, cannot get the re-knock, that would have been amazing for them. But Yakamazi, he's actually going to drive by or silence. Lopez, though, kind of knew that it was coming. Gets him with a good knock. 9. Takes a lot of damage. Kind of has to back off to med. Kirby peeking on over is going to find DNL. Flushes him out, too. And now both teams are hurt. As we see Katsuya and Yin Yang fighting each other. Kane peeks on over, but he loses the battle to Cowboy as Yappa and Trisk use the next area of cover. But I believe we do have a glider. Oh, that's from Resmi. Resmi has the glider. Interesting. I feel like Katsuya would have had the glider, no? Zyko, of all people. I was not expecting that. But Trisk, well, he goes down. Yappa now the last one alive. And Katsuya, they just going to go ahead and push. And DIY is going to do it. Katsuya pick up 4 kills as easy and as calm as you like. Calm, collected, cool. That is just Katsuya. Bestia still on an aggressive split. EMP zone continues. Duel. Late rotate. So our amigos wait. Aww. I thought he was going to go on top. How much HP did it have? Can I not check? No, I can't check. Unfortunate. Poonage. Still in his glider. Not even half HP. Continues to scout for his team. Rello getting close to Resmi. Does have to back off for a bit. But they're trying to find their way in. Rello spots out LFP, who's in a glider, which is why he spotted him out. Cannot get the knock just yet. Rello does have a glider slayer, though, in his hands, but he doesn't have a ton of ammo, which I think is why he's not going for it. LFP does have to be careful because he's right above Wooly, but he is pretty high up, so doesn't have to worry too much. Circle does close. It goes south and pretty center. I haven't seen the circle before. It's going to be a fun one. And Mira, the rest of Mira were stuck in an EMP zone where they just couldn't move, so they had to just med it out, just wait. Empire looks like they're going to go ahead and crash on to the shared compound with Bestia. It's going to be fine. It's going to be clean. And as long as they protect their vehicles, it is good. Bestia actually do collapse onto each other as Liquid. Keep an eye on things. Don't do anything too no way. Wait. Where's? This is the closest mountain, I think. And then the other... All right, let's see where this is inside zone. It's not center, and then Luke is on the other one. Oh man, they're not going to do it. It's fine. I wanted to see them go on top of the mountains. It wouldn't have been smart, but it would have been fun to watch, which is why I wanted it. What can I say? Poonage has to be careful, though, because you can imagine that teams are going to be taking it. The zone is small enough that a lot of people like to take these shots. He is going to just go ahead and get with the rest of his team. He makes the landing absolutely gracefully and is somehow not knocked to the glider, which I thought he would be. But Cowboy, he is going to be flying through the air, trying to give his team some insight into the next zone. Resmi, they were waiting for Katsuya, but they take a turn right before, and so they avoid that trap. But now Duel, they're starting to turn their heads back to Katsuya, who are not quiet. K-Mine peeks on over. Rello, DIY. No! K-Mine and Lobes! Roth He's just built different. Well, he is going to pick up 2 kills for himself. A lot of damage. And Duel, it started out super well, but now Katsuya, they are taking revenge for last game. They might have won, but now it is looking rough, to say the least, for the Duel boys. Luke, he's not on top, is he? No. Ooh, LFP, chill, bro. He's got a family. Cowboy should be able to get rezzed, and even though Relo did take a shot, relatively quick and easy res. Not that they know that, but we know that. Okay, I was gonna say, we're outlaws. Are they still not in? But Wooly just gonna go ahead and walk his way in as the rest of his team was decimated by Katsuya. We're up to 7 kills, and it looks like they're taking a commanding lead of this lobby. But anything can happen. We have so many days to see what happens. Circle closing, and it shifts. I feel like it shifts over to the east. No? Okay, I wasn't expecting north, but it does shift east, so you know what? I'll take it. I'll take the call. Katsuya, they have to make their move, and Rock, they're not in a bad spot. They got ways to play out from here, and they can collect points. So they might not win, but they should make really good points from this. Well, LFP was spotted. Roth gonna be the one who finds him. And wait, where's the rest? Oh wow, the rest of them are very far out. Very far out. Well, Pretty Curdy only took 1 shot. It looks like he will be able to kind of get out of there in time. As interesting. Interesting. It looks like Mira, they're deciding to take the quick way out. Is that how good? Oh my gosh, Katsuya, they just go ahead and crash onto Pretty Curdy, immediately take him down, and Liquid's bad day is turning even worse. Their day's going from spilt milk to, I don't even know, rotten milk? Bestia, though, they're having, and it doesn't matter because Michael shoots him in the face with a Panzer. Immediately gets the flush. Punich trying to get some shots onto the rest of Bestia as Empire need to try and egress on it to them, push in and make some space for themselves and make a new home inside of this unforgiving circle. But Michael with a shot to the face is what I meant to say. Did a pretty good job of that, and now Roth. No, send me over here. No, why did it send me over here? Roth, he has to get rid of some of the Liquid boys as they push on over. The nade, it seems like it went too far. It does. Alo did only 20 damage, but he's getting shot in the back. Alo does 43 damage, and now Liquid, they are taking their revenge on Katsuya. And Katsuya just down to DIY, who did do his job and held down the flank. Got Luke 12 down, but now Alo and Sparky just turn their attention over to him as he probably is going to go for the flush. But Liquid are hurt, to say the least. Amigos take down one of Nevermind's. Capitan might just go ahead and go for the flush, actually, if he knows where Cowboy is, which it doesn't seem like he does. Cowboy's going to bleed. Resmi taking some shots over at Toyo. And now Capitan is like, you know what? It's not worth it. I like my life. And Mira... Mira die. And please don't knock one of your teammates. Whoa, Rock and Resmi. I didn't even realize this. But Light and Kane now the last 2 up with a good nade or shots. I forget which one it was. Well done by them. DIY spotted out Wooly. Gonna go down with, I don't think, any points this game. Which, yeah, you know, it happens. Amigos hunting for the last one in Craze. And it shifts towards Gooners, who have been relatively quiet this game. And let's check on Bunt. What does he have? Still a JS9, which, fair enough. But Empire taking some nades. That seems like a good nade, but it's not going to get a knock. They start to push in. But they're going to have to back off. Shinboy gets caught by the molly. Punich. Oh no, Punich from the side is going to get taken down. Penta is putting in work. Gets 2 of them. They're actually behind cover now. And Bale can't get the reses, but they got to be careful because Bestia, if they have more util. Draft King did get knocked. And Michael, he now has to just hold the side. He has another Panzer. First one to the face. The second one Let's see if he makes the connection. I am not going to move off of this man until he uses said Panzer. Enzito passing by. Oh, he switched. I think Enzito heard. Have the Panzer. Have the Panzer. Panzer. Yes. Chaos. Chaos! Enzito has been found. Michael gets taken down to half HP. Liquid to go on the other side. And Mime is just going to go ahead and try to push on in as Michael... He gets caught out, and Mime is going to find him, but Balefrost gets the covering fire. And Bestia are down and out, but they were backfilled by none other than Team Liquid. You are down to 3. Sparking trying to get his way over here. Shinboy goes down. Now it is a 2v2 as Empire already... Wait, no. It's a 3v2. I apologize. I lied. It was last game that they lost one early. Holding the angles, trying to shoot through the car. He does really well, and apparently that does not hurt the car, which I'm surprised by. It's fine. And Punich also has a Panzer. This is the meta of Panzers, guys. Resmi is getting torn apart. Alo, nice shots coming out from Punich. Michael gets traded. Ooh, this is a rough push. Valiate from the side. It is just Balefrost who's left. And he is shot in the side as well. Too many people overwatching one team. There's not much that they could have done as Empire. It was a valiant effort, but it was only an effort, not a success. And Liquid can actually just go ahead and group up, get back to 3 strong, as their fearless leader, Purdy Curdy, fell earlier. Quite sadly. Kane, he should die to blue in 20 seconds if he has enough meds for it. But still 8 teams up. It feels like there are no teams alive in this circle, and yet there are still 8 teams. It seems like maybe a lot of solos, or am I just going crazy? I feel like I'm missing a team or something, but Lopez thrown over onto BL. This is a 3v2. Rock, we've seen them be insane shots, but Amigos, they do have 6 kills currently. It's a good stun, forces him to back off. It's beyond RBN, shot on the side now from Capitan. RBN, the last one up for Rock. He's praying that Amigos and Toyo find each other, and they ignore little old him. As Pippa starts taking some shots over at them. Well, nope. Benya did spot him out. But now the trade. Capitan peeks on over. Can he find one? He does, but gets traded in return. And as I say that, Amigos go down. So do Liquid, as I believe they tried to push to RNG. And now we have 4 teams up. We have Outlaws, we have Pure RNG, we have Gooners, and we have Toyo. Toyo down to just 2, but... well, we might be down to just 3 because Gump is trying his best to get inside circle, but it is not safe anywhere he goes, and you can bet bottom dollars that they're going to try to blow this vehicle up. No? If they have ammo, I assume that they would. Why not? But Gooners, they're looking to be in a prime spot to pick up a lot of points here. Great shot, pushing over to the side, seeing if he could get some sidelines onto anything. Toyo, they took a lot. Well, there goes Penta with an nade. Gonna find Gump. Toyo, they have a lot of talent on their team, but they have the roughest spot to try and get into circle with. But do they have something to play? Actually, they could try to play like right here. It provides them a little bit of cover, and if they have cars, do they have cars? They do have cars, and they mostly have tires. So pick up the folded shields. Actually, yeah, I think that's their call. Pick up the folded shields, take the cars, and then if they just crash straight here, they can use 2 cars on either side. But if Gooners, specifically Icy, but Gooners have a very good spot in zone. They're controlling most of it, and Toyo actually going to go ahead and push onto them. But I imagine I was going to say Pure RNG can oversight this. So the nade from Icy Flex and Mad going to combine. And Capitan and Rybo going to go down, but Rybo was stolen. Emmy and Benya go to the rock that I expected all of them would go to, but might be a little bit too late for most of them. Icy, does he have a nade? I thought he was going to throw a nade. Seneca is actually kind of getting gifted a crate, so you know, free 3 gear. Nice shots from Rafa. I don't even know how he does that. All right, well, he's going to smoke it, but he's trying to get close in order to use his frag. Throws it. It's a good frag. It should only get the flush, though. It doesn't even get that quite yet, but Icy. Well, doesn't matter because Senka has enough nades to make it work. So now in a pure 4v4, the Gooners versus pure RNG. And it's anyone's game. It's relatively evenly split. RNG slightly have a better zone or a better spot inside zone. But Bunt does have a JS9. You know what? We're sticking with Bunt. Guys, I'm calling it right here. We're sticking with Bunt no matter what happens. If he gets knocked, I'll switch it off. But for now, we're sticking with Bunt. I'm rolling the dice. This is the call. Because JS9 gamers, you know? This is an ode to PUBG because you know how much they like their SMGs. So we'll see if the SMGs can clutch it out end game. See if the meta switches over to the Gooners, specifically Bunt, because we all know how crazy Bunt is. In a good way. I love Bunt. Don't get me wrong. The man is crazy though. Absolutely mad. I have so many memories of just watching him in scrims and stuff, just doing crazy stuff. Icy, if he spots out Senku here, this could be amazing, but Bunt is just kind of holding it down for right now. I said I want to move off of him. I was serious. I'm sorry, Bunt, but now I gotta kind of move. I capitulated. Still, a nice lineup here from RNG. They're spread out. No one knows exactly where they are except for Penta, who's kind of behind a rock on a hard spot. But Matt and Greg Shot working together, taking control of the side. And Penta should be able to get there pretty easily. Shots coming out from Senka. It's not going to connect, though. Seems like it's going to go down to the next circle. And it just centers up. Of course. What was I expecting? But Greg Shot, we know how aggressive he likes to be, but he does have to be careful because he kind of has to run back in order to not get shot in the side by Senka. Plays it smart. Just goes ahead. Okay, never mind. I lied. Have Greg Shot and Penta been teammates before on the same team? I can't remember. That would be a very interesting dynamic. All right, what'd they get? Well, Penta got a FAMAS. I don't know if that's what was on the crate. I feel like it's a DBS. Nope, I lied. Apparently it was a FAMAS. Well, looks like this one's going to go down to the last circle. No one wants to make a push over because there's just too much cover. There's no need to push on over and lose gear, util, anything of the sort until you know that you have to. So guys, how's your day going? Of course, the first shots that ring out as soon as I say something. But I hope everyone had a lovely Friday. You know, end of the day or end of the week. Now you have the weekend to just hopefully do whatever you want. If you have responsibilities, I'm sorry, but fair enough. All right, now we can go over to Bunt. See the JS9 gamer. Benya does have a good amount of cover there with the leaves covering his face. Bunt did spot him. They hear the JS9 and Valier peeks on over, and Bunt is going to be the first one who goes down. Icy has to be careful. That nade is absolutely sublime. And oh my gosh, it is all down to the daddy of PUBG, Simply Matthias. He is surrounded by all of them, and Senka going to go ahead and find him with a nade, and that was absolutely brutal to watch. But pure RNG, they are happy with those kills, happy with those points. Taking 21 points away from that total. But now, guys, we are moving on to Tego. So again, I'll see you in about 5 minutes. And don't forget to drink some water. It's very, very important. And I'll see you guys in just